What stops everyone else is not going to stop you. When you wake up every day, when you align with who you really are, when you are awake to yourself in the quantum now, you are awake to yourself beyond where most humans are stopping, which is usually at insecurities and fears and limitations. And most people are allowing those limitations and those fears to dictate their entire day. And what you are doing in a day, who you are being in a day, is what creates your entire reality. So when a human wakes up and fears start bubbling up, worries start bubbling up, all of these things of the scarcity and what needs to be done and all of these things, that immediately sets that being off on the wrong track, moving in fear, moving in limitation, moving in lack. But you are here to move beyond those things, to move in your highest frequency, to move in your divine nature, to move in love with your existence and to celebrate your existence and to allow your power and your guiding light to be the force that moves you in the world. And when you are deeply connected to your mission, to your purpose, and to your power in the quantum now, you open up the floodgates for your field to be in entire resonance with the cosmic forces. Because a field that is aligned within one individual is also in alignment with the entirety of the cosmic forces. So this is why in the quantum now, how are you feeling within your being? And how much expansiveness and resonance are you allowing yourself to feel? When you allow yourself to feel in resonance, when you allow yourself to feel good, when you are allowing yourself to move in your highest frequencies within your entirety of your day, and you're taking all of the actions that are in alignment with your highest vision of yourself, you are naturally and organically creating the reality that you want. And everything is swirling that you want in your field and being called forth to you in the quantum now. And the quantum now is an instant space of manifestation. It is the space in which you are empty and free of identity, you are aligned with your mission, and you are living in the pure embodiment of your manifestation. So if you are resonating in a space that feels at a distance from what you want, you are essentially closing that gap in the quantum now by doing the inner alchemy and moving in the inspired actions that close that gap. And it's so important to remember that your inner frequency leads you to take the correct actions. And that inner frequency shift, that inner mental shift, that inner emotional shift that you create for yourself by choosing to be in alignment is what creates and leads you to the action. The appropriate actions to take that are perfect and in divine alignment with what you are here to accomplish. So that is why having a clear field, having a light field, having a bright field is vital to what you are here to create on this planet. And when you are rooted in your soul destiny, and you are rooted to your greater mission of why you are here, you have infinite capacity to create each day, and you are given more and more and more and more and more energy to create because you are the one who is choosing to align living in your highest, and you are choosing to be who you came here to be. And when you decide to be in that energy, when you decide to stand in your highest embodiment, you receive all of the inspirations that you need that guide you perfectly on your path. So in this quantum space, you have the ability to focus anywhere that you want, on anything that you want, on any vision or manifestation that you want to create, on any embodiment that you choose to take on and to explore and to play with. And everything that you allow to can open in your field, everything that you want to occur. So when you are moving in your quantum now moment, you are choosing the frequency that matches that vision, and you are allowing yourself to take those actions, and you are moving and breathing like that being. So these are adjustments that you make so that you can move out of an old reality and into a new reality. All you have to do in the simplest way is begin taking on those energies, the actions, the thoughts, and the emotions of the being you're desiring to become. So when you know what that feels like and you tap into that feeling, let's say, for example, you desire to align with your dream career that you've always wanted or that you've dreamed about wanting. And so you hold your dream career in your mind's eye and you see exactly what you look like in that dream career, exactly what you feel like, exactly how fulfilled you are. And you see all the actions that you are taking every day in that embodiment. And you see the entirety of that vision. You see where you're living also when you have your dream career. Where are you living? What country? What city? What state? You see your family, your partner, your children, or your child. Or maybe you and your partner, depending on what your vision is for you and your family. Or you and your significant other. How many children do you have or want to have? All of these, when you start filling in the vision with the details, then you begin seeing, okay, how would I move in a day? How would I move in a week? How would I move in a month? What actions would I take to see and embody the grand vision of this? And you begin moving in alignment with your soul destiny, in alignment with your vision, in alignment with the bigger picture of what you desire to create. You begin attracting, you begin attracting, you begin attracting. First, what? What do you first attract? You first are attracting by holding that vision in your quantum now, and you can just pull it up, right? It's like pulling up that movie of your reality in the quantum now. You could do it now as we are speaking. And you see the fullness of that, and you say, now, what am I doing every single day? Because remember, vibration always leads to a radical aligned action that springs forth from your being. Vibration and motion is your aligned actions that you are taking. So as you tune in, as you see the fullness of that picture, in whatever way that means for you, travel, or maybe building and creating a home, or moving to a new city, and holding in your mind's eye what it feels like to live your dream career, live with your dream family, live in joy, abundance, and happiness, and you see the grand picture, you begin taking all of the actions of that being and you bring them into the quantum now. And every day you wake up inspired. You wake up inspired. You align with who you are here to be. And you live in that vibration. You live in that field. And then you start to see and experience in your actual life, in the quantum now, that you are doing those things. You are feeling that way you've wanted to feel, because you begin shifting and changing and alchemizing. So as you move forward in your day, as you move forward in your momentum, you are simply alchemizing and bridging the gap between who you've allowed yourself to be up until now and who you are actually transforming yourself into. It's all a process of an inner and outer alchemy, which is really the same thing. Inner and outer are one. And so when the inner alchemy occurs, you actually begin then to take on the embodiments of the new versions of you. And this is constantly like a snake shedding its skin as well, because you learn, you grow, you evolve, you shed, you transform. And so this is why the quantum now is so exciting, is because you are constantly allowed to change, to grow, to evolve, and push yourself into new spheres of existence that you haven't yet experienced yet. This evolution is for you to be able to experiment with reality and to push yourself beyond where you've been allowing yourself to go. So being able to see through your conscious choice and through your conscious awareness where you have stopped yourself from expanding, where you hold yourself back in a day, in any given moment, and you acknowledge that in the quantum now, then you're catching all those tiny little points of alchemy. Then you're saying, wait a second, oh, I saw myself do that earlier today. Okay, I can shift this in my behavior. I can shift this in my personality. I can shift this in the way I think, the way I feel. And, oh, I noticed that, waking up and doing yoga in the morning, wow, compared to the other day when I skipped practice, I can see the difference, or I could see how I felt, or missing my workout made me feel this way. I'm not going to miss that workout, or whatever it is that keeps you in highest alignment and feeling good. Because the better you feel, the juicier the reality gets, the more you are moving out of fight and flight mode. And the more you're moving out of old behaviors into your actual real mission and purpose, which then begins purifying personality defects, behavior defects, bad actions that you've been taking that have held you back in lower spheres of existence. So you're just like burning those up in the quantum now. You becoming an extreme alchemist with extreme vigilance, okay? Being awake and aware to your conscious attention and your conscious thoughts and what you are creating in the now moment. So if you caught yourself and you saw, something was slipping down, then you say, okay, I noticed that. Okay, so you begin catching it before it happens. You start making the adjustments before they occur. And so then you're aligning yourself and giving yourself the space you need to see, to be aware. And that is how you begin allowing yourself to remove those sorts of dust and particles that were shading over a clarity. And so this is a refinement. You've been on the path already for a long time. So this is just refinement. This is just making adjustments. It's not pretending like you don't know anything about reality. This is something that I've noticed in some beings, is it's like pretending that they don't know. It's like, no, you're aware, you see these things, but you're either choosing to change them or you're not. There's no gray area. It is black and white. I'm wearing black and white right now. It is black and white, actually. That's how I see it. It is black and white. It's not a gray area. because you are who you are and you're choosing to be. You're choosing to be wealthy. You're choosing to be healthy. You're choosing to be prosperous. You're choosing to feed your mind healthy thoughts about yourself, seeing yourself in your highest light, seeing yourself in your divine nature, looking in the actual mirror of truth within your being and allowing that divine nature to flower abundantly over like a waterfall, being true to who you are, not holding yourself back in stagnation because of fear of what others may think. This is the worst one of all, because then you keep yourself back and everyone else back. So allow yourself to come forth in your soul embodiment, to be who you came here to be here on the planet, to not abide in lower thought forms and limitations that other humans are doing because of fear. So seeing that where you are is giving you the perfect mirror of reflection. This reality is a perfect mirror of reflection so that you can also see where you are, see where you want to be, and allow yourself to make the adjustments you desire. In full freedom, you can be whoever you desire to be in this reality. You can consciously choose without fear and in full embodied celebration of who you desire to be. You are allowed to create your unique businesses, your unique ways of being on your soul destined path. You don't have to follow the book. There are not rules in the quantum now. It is only open space, a full, just picture a wild horse just running through an open field. It is just a full open field for you to be able to gallop and run at high speed if you want. So do you take ground? Do you take up space? Do you allow yourself that fullness of you to come out? Or do you restrict? Do you bind? Do you water yourself down? Do you play small? Do you pretend you don't know what you know? Those are all old ways of the past, all self-sabotage. Burn them up. Burn them up in a moment. All it takes is one conscious thought. The more evolved you are on your path, the faster you burn those things up, the quicker you move on, the more awake to yourself you are in the quantum now. This space that you are currently now in is the most important moment of your life, because now reality is giving you every single clue that you need to be able to gauge now and what you desire to manifest in the quantum now. So pay attention to the information, pay attention with absolute sincerity, vigilance, and devotion, and you will always be successful to manifest what you desire in the quantum now.